Morning everybody, it's the Happy Highlander here. I wasn't very happy last night. I was going to do a video after my work, but I had to cut my day short. There's a wee garden I do, quite a big garden actually, and there was an awful lot of dog muck. In fact, there was an awful lot of dog muck. Aye, it was kind of like every 6 or 8 foot. It was a great big giant one sat there. Excuse me. So, because I can't use my mower, I have to trim the lumpy bumpy ground. I got sprayed in it. I've been there for about half an hour. And it was right across my glasses, it was on my nose, it was in this hairy bit here on my top lip, it was in my big smashing wizard's beard, it was in my baldy bit, and it was all over my ghillie shirt, my work shirt. It was all over my trousers, it was every bloody where, and it was absolutely stinking. Made me feel sick. I was absolutely covered in it, so I had no choice, but there was no water, but there was a wee burn at the side, so I got my I got my scarf and got myself into the burn and washed off as much as I possibly could, but there was no soap, nothing to, like sanitize it, So I couldn't roll a smoke, couldn't eat a sandwich, and it was making me feel sick, the smell, because it had like gone into the cloth, and no matter how much I tried to wash it, it was still obviously there. So I had to cut my day short, and I was going to do two more gardens that day. So getting sprayed with dog shit costs you on average £120. Lovely. So I wasn't a very happy Highlander, but today's a new day, so we'll just forget about yesterday. There's no point worrying about it. Aye, don't worry about yesterday, and don't worry about tomorrow, because today has enough worry of its own. Right, so I'm Happy Highlander again. I'm never in a bad mood for long. I was just a bit pissed off because I lost that half a day's work. And anyway, never mind. It's fine. We'll crack on. Just keep on keeping on. Anyway, I wanted to show you this. So I'm on my way to work again. It's Saturday morning. And I thought I'll just stop at this wee spot here. Lovely wee spot, nice and quiet, right next to the loch. I'll show you. Oh no, I'm just showing you me. I need to flip you around. Right, I'll show you. You see, if you see the beach down there, we'll zoom you in a wee bit. That's how close we are to the beach. It's very close. We'll zoom right out. So it was nice, and I thought I'll just stop here, roll myself a wee organic e-cigarette under this big, beautiful birch tree with a wee rowan tree growing at its base. Actually, a couple of rowan trees growing at its base. Lovely, eh? You see the berries. I'll get you up close and personal. You see the lovely berries. There was a lovely lady on the other side. She was my pal. She was called Alison, and she used to collect these berries and make rowan berry jelly. It was absolutely delicious. I used to get buckets of it off her. Anyhow, so I went in there. I needed a wee, to be honest, so I nipped in there and I found these. Oh, look. Now they're my favourite mushrooms in the whole world. These are your hedgehog mushrooms. These ones, not those, but wait, I'll show you. Look at that one. That's a beauty, isn't it? Can you see the sort of what look like prickly things underneath? I'll break one and you can see it sideways on. Can you see that? So instead of having gills or like a spongy thing going on underneath, they've got those wee look like prickly things. So that's how they call them hedgehog mushrooms, but they're not prickly at all. They're just soft and fluffy. They just look that way. But these, they're fantastic because they've got a low water content. And because of that, when you cut them up, they maintain their shape and they've still got a wee bit of crunch. They don't go that mushy way. So they're absolutely delicious. And I was really, really pleased to see some of these. These are your chanterelles. Oh, with a wee leaf. I'll get that off and then you can see. That's a birch leaf. All the trees are starting to shed now. So I'll show you some lovely videos of the autumn colours. We'll do that. Anyway, there you go. So that's your chanterelle mushroom. They're lovely. And when they go a wee bit pasty like that one, for example, that's only because it's not had much water. It looks... Anyways, and then what you do is you steep them in water and then they go bright orange again. Like the underside there. You see? Look absolutely lovely on the plate, and these are delicious. I usually... There's so many of these in the Blackwood forest, and I know plenty of spots. So what I generally do is I just get millions and millions of them and I dry them out, and I'm still eating them, you know, at Christmas and that. And these are wee bowls that I make. That's a wee bit of a spalted beech, I think, that one. It's a lovely wee bowl. Nice shape, something different. So I'll be doing some videos on that, excuse me, on me wood turning, if you're into that. And in the winter time, these sort of things will be going on my Etsy. Less the contents. There's another wee bowl I made. I like this one in particular. I just like the shape. It looks kind of, I don't know, it's thick and it's thick walled. Whereas that one's got like a skinny wall. But that's thick walled and it looks kind of medieval or something. You know, like somebody who lived in a wooden hut in the forest. That's the sort of thing they'd have put their porridge in. But it's lovely. I should try and get you a nicer view. Can you see the detailing? It's quite absolutely beautiful, to be honest. There you go. So what we're going to go and do now is a couple of wee gardens. Aye, we'll go and do a couple of wee gardens in the village and try and earn a few quid, and then swap all the few quids that we earned today for things for the tank. That's my Mercedes Vario that I'm turning into a camper. And it's that thick and heavy steel. I decided to call it a tank. Most of you know that. And I'm looking forward to getting tore into him tomorrow, because by the close of play tomorrow, before we open my can of lager, it'll be an empty shell. Everything will be ripped out. So that's my goal for tomorrow. So I'm not really getting a day off because I'm working 6 days a week with the gardens and my property maintenance work. And then, hello there. And then on a Sunday, wee guy on his bike. That was his missus. Sometimes you see them, right? So they go up to the hotel, and they'll hire a bike, and then they go flick around. See, I don't know if you can see through the trees. Anyway, they go all the way up the loch and all the way around, and then they come back again. Now, to circumnavigate this loch, it's a 22-mile round trip, and you can see a lot of the time. You can see them a lot of the time where by the time they're halfway down this side, you know, they've done, what will they have done by then? Maybe 16 mile. You can see on their face that they wish they hadn't bothered. They don't look quite as cheery as they did when they were a couple of 100 yards up that side. God love them. But it's nice to see. I like seeing all the tourists in that. You know, generally, you're on holiday, you're in a good mood. And it's nice, isn't it? Right, guys, I'll, what will I do? Well, I'll pause this. Right, we'll pause this and we'll press record again, and I'll show you the first wee garden we're going to do. We'll make it lovely for them. Okay? See you in a bit. Cheerio, bye. We're recording. Alright, looks like it. Here we go. Right, I'll show you this wee garden. This is the one I'm going to do today. Lovely views. I'll flip it round and you can see. There you go. Now then, when I inherited this, the grass was chest high. It was 2 days strimming and 11 hours raking it all up. And I raked it all up in a couple of days. And, well, you know, it was strimming, raking. I tore my intercostal muscles. Put me out of commission for a week. But in that week, I went fishing. Caught a £5 trout. That's what I did. But what we're going to do today is pick a feature. Sometimes I'll go around that one, that way. But this is the last cut of the season. And this garden here is for the staff accommodation. There's wee flats at the top there, above the shop. So all the young people that work in the hotel, lovely people, all of them are really nice. This is their kind of communal garden. Oh, see somebody's been having a wee party, like a wee half bottle. Oh. So what we're going to do is do it a wee bit different this time. With it being the last cut, I think what I'm going to do, go around that feature there. I recently took the top off that. You see it's really flat. It was about that big. My pal Pete, who lives there, I didn't know his greenhouse and his wee plastic polytunnel things there. So as soon as I heard about that, I just came in, got tore into it. So I think what we'll do, we'll go around this one, bring the rings out as far as we can, and then we'll go around that one as well. That looks smashing. Aye, we'll do it nice and tight. It'll be lovely for all the young people. It's quite a difference to the state it was in a couple of years ago. Nobody had cut the grass for about 10 years. You can imagine. Look at that rubbish. Anyway, I just keep it nice for them. You can just about see the rings, because that must have been the last time I'd gone round that one. That's how you should do your garden. Do it a wee bit different. This time we'll do it different again. We'll have interlocking rings, like that way and then that way as well. And make them merge, like you've chucked a stone in a pond there and a stone in a pond there, and then they link with one another. And see where they match up, we'll get wee diamonds. Wait and see. Right, I'll pause it and I'll get cracking on with it. I need to earn some bloody money. Right, see you in a bit. Cheery bye. Right, I've just done it. The wee garden. So here we go, I'll flip it around, show you what you should do. Keep it nice, keep it different, keep it funky. Don't be normal, because normal is, another word for normal is boring. There's a town in America called Boring, you know. It's in Oregon. Aye, right, I'll flip it, show you. So as you can see what I've done, I've chose that hedge there. I've gone round it. And these things definitely look better in real life. So they do. Right, so like I said, I thought I'd try and make it different for the young ones. Can you see? So I chose that feature there, that laurel hedge with a flat top, and I went round it that way. So there's two different ways of doing it. If you was to do this one on one height setting and that on one or two, a setting one or two higher or lower, are you with me? You get nice sort of diamonds as they interlock, but I couldn't be bothered with that. So what you do is where that one meets that one, you go over the actual edge where they meet, right? And then the same with that outside edge where they meet. And if you do it where they meet, it keeps it nice and neat. I like that. A wee bit of Rabbie Burns there. Ah, so you like that? Awfully nice. That'll be the last cut. Next week I'll come and I'll cut a hedge. It's going to be a bastard because that's a holly hedge, and holly's awfully prickly. And then we'll trim that tree a wee bit and just betterise everything. But it's just been about cutting the grass. Ah, nice, eh? So the young people, hopefully it'll be nice tonight when they finish their work at the hotel. They can sit out here, run about in their bare feet and that, and it'll be nice for them. Look at their view. Lovely. Right, so I'll pause this and we'll go to the next garden. Alright, see you in a bit. Cheery bye. Right, back to me. So we're here at the church that I had to cut short last week, middle of this week I should say, because the belt came off, and I'll show you where we got to. Right, can you see? I've done all this. Very mossy. Maybe I'll show you the moss. Like, very thick moss. I'll tear a wee bit up and show you. So that's all moss. Very little grass. So what happens is your wheels sink in, puts your blade under pressure. Then what happens is your bloody belt comes off. So just get this wee strip here to do. Up here. Oh, that's fine. So that'll be lovely. That'll be the last cut here. It grows quite slowly because of the moss. But I think what we'll do is we'll try and do something a wee bit different again. That being the last cut is, even though it's not much of a feature, it's just where there used to be a wee tree. So what we'll do is we'll cut round that. Nice circles. And what we'll do as well, cut it as low as we can, and in between each one we'll change the height setting, and then the lines, you'll see them better and they'll last for longer. Okie dokie. So I'll just pause it and then I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Alright, see you in a bit. Cheerio, bye. Right, well, there you go. That's the wee church done. I'm not going to go in because I sprayed the weeds, and that means that the weed killer will be on my feet, and I've done it before. Like a silly sausage. I sprayed somebody's driveway. Walked all over it, of course, while I'm spraying it. Then I walked across the garden to go and get my mower. It was the bottom end of the garden. She phoned me up 2 weeks later. Frank, there's size 9 footprints all over my grass. I fixed it for a bit. So, lesson learnt. There you go, lovely, eh? Pretty wee church. We only have one service a month here, and it's the last Sunday. The last Sunday. See what I've sprayed? Last Sunday of the month. That's nice, eh? Pretty. Alright, onwards and upwards, and we'll go to the next garden. I'll show you that. That's the old lady, 94. Mrs. Fraser. And get that lovely for her. See you in a bit. Cheerio, bye. Right, here we are. Last garden of the day. Look what I found. My pal's tree. That's my pal Lynn. Lovely. Oh, that looks like a juicy one. Does it no? Lovely. Oops, oh, this wee pal fell over as well. But that'll do. I'll show you what we're going to do here. I just do the boring there, straight lines. They're off boring. You can watch because there's this, I don't know if you see that slope there, you need to put your mower on that angle. If your wheels, you know, go to one side of it, you just get long grass in the middle. So big garden for an old lady. You can maybe see where I've gone in circles around this hosta. You see that? It grows awfully quick here because it's quite open. So that's the garden we're going to do next. Just going to cut the grass, nothing more. The old lady's son Sandy, he's a smashing big fella, looks like a teddy bear, Kung Fu Panda. The great guy. He does all the borders and clips the hedges and such. So all I do is cut the grass. So that's what we're going to do, and then we'll make it lovely. And that'll be time for a wee can of lager to wash the day's toil away. Alright, we'll get this cracked off and I'll show you what it's like when it's done. But what you need to do first, I don't know if I told you this before, trim round all your edges. All your edges, trim, tight as you possibly can. Then, next job, go round with your mower and that'll suck up all your clippings. Right. And put your mower, if you can, 1 notch lower on the edges, and that keeps it lovely and tight round every single thing, even those wee trees over there. Right, trim round them, hoover up with your mower, and then start making it funky, creative. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it lovely for her, and it's all nice for her, because this will be the last cut for the season, and it'll be nice for her to see every single day through the winter. Okie dokie. That's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Go up nice and close. See? I like them. What are they called again? Fuchsias. That's it. Fuchsias. Lovely. I once had a fuchsia thingamajig, and I ordered the seeds of the, was it seeds or was it a plant? I don't know. Anyways, a Russian, and each flower was the size of that apple. They were fantastic. Right, so that's what we're going to do. We'll get cracking on with this, and I'll pause it, and then I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Cheerio, bye. Whew, right, we're done. This is Fraser's garden. It's finished. Done it. And it is, what time is it now? 4:45, Saturday. So we're done. I'll show you. Again, it's better in real life. She likes it. Keeps her happy. Here we go. Very difficult to do again. The lowest I can get that part is second to the highest notch, on account of it being very mossy. You can actually see how deep the wheels are digging in. So, but that should be it for the year. But we never know. It's quite mild. I mean, I'm working here with a t-shirt on and my skin's leaking. So you never know. Might be able to give it another cut at the back end of the month, but that's nice. That'll do, and we'll keep an eye on it, and if it needs doing we'll do it again. If it doesn't, well, we won't. Okay guys, that's it. I'm away to the shop to get myself a couple of cans of Innocent Gun. See, Innocent Gun and Iron Brew, two of the best things that ever came out of Scotland. Lovely. Right, God bless you guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I shall try my very best to do the same. Alright, I'll see you on the next wee video. Probably, oh aye, that's what we're going to do. Tomorrow, I'm going to be ripping out what's left of the interior of my camper van, my Mercedes Vito. So we're going to rip out the rest of that, and I'll let you know how we get on. Because if you remember in the other video, we found quite a bit of rust. So, you never know, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're not going to find any rust. But I'll do a wee video for you tomorrow. So like I say, Saturday so it is. So get yourselves a can of beer, get yourselves a nice wee bottle of wine, put on a daft movie, put your feet up, and try and forget about this crazy bloody world that we live in. Okie dokie. God bless you all. Cheerio, bye.